I'm sure you're also aware of social networks that interact also using a lot of mobile devices, and there is lots of audio and video on the mobile devices already. So nowadays it's, I think, already possible to consume multimedia content on any device, anytime, and whenever you want. But still, I have the feeling, also following MPEG now for quite a while, that there is something missing. What is your opinion on that?
I think so. As you mentioned social networks, we have mentioned internet, we have mentioned mobile. So these are very interesting setups on top of which something can be built. Talking with the head of a standardizer, I say that there's a lot of interesting things that are happening. But you know, I see that from the viewpoint of the user, which is what should drive all these developments, the experience is not complete. It's not complete because there are barriers between the services. And this, when you find a barrier, well, eventually people will find a way to go around the barrier. But in the meantime, good, excellent, exciting opportunities are lost. So in MPEG, as you know very well, we have been working for some time, and we are going to issue the call for proposal at this meeting on the advanced IPTV terminal. IPTV is a representative of the environment. People think of IPTV as something that applies for the fixed network, but it's essentially the full digital media experience that we are talking about. So we do hope, I do hope, that this new standard will create the opportunities for end users, but for all other business players, up to those who create the source of the information, the possibility to offer a seamless access to the digital media experience, which at the moment is still very much segmented.
I'm also quite active in these social networks, and when I yesterday evening posted that I will do an interview, I immediately got back feedback. Can you ask this and that? And I picked one question, which was some people would like to know if you feel any remorse or joy for bringing the record industry to its knees. I know it's quite provocative, but maybe you have an opinion.
No, it's not, and actually it's a very, very good question, because there are a few things that have happened in the last few weeks that allowed me to make a kind of summary of some 10 years of experience. So it was 11 years ago. I was these days. I was in Los Angeles at the LAX Marriott, chairing the first meeting of the Secure Digital Music Initiative. Many people have vilified that initiative and have vilified my participation in it, but I am proud of having been there because of what I'm going to say. I thought I had been hired to develop a format for the distribution of digital music. But actually I discovered after 4 months I was working there that there was no such intention. No one had the intention of developing a format for the distribution, for the secure distribution of digital music. They had something else in mind. Now we are seeing, on the occasion of the CES exhibition in Las Vegas at the beginning of this month that the DECE consortium has announced that they are working on a secure format for the distribution of movies. So which means that it has taken 10 years, but the entertainment industry has finally understood that the idea that there should be no standard because things will happen in the marketplace is simply rubbish. It's not going to happen. It has not happened. It has brought the music industry to its knees. I thought I dedicated 2 years of my life to try to convince that industry. That industry did not want to hear. And they still don't want to hear. The end result of the music industry has been the decision of publishing all their catalog in a non-protected form, which is certainly a great thing to do, but that's not exactly what I think that industry should have done. And the moving industry is showing that they are taking a different approach. So, to answer it, I don't have any remorse. I think I worked 10 years ago, giving the right direction. If they didn't want to follow my ideas, it's just bad for them.